Hey guys, welcome back to my channel for a relationship slash marriage Q&A. I asked you guys questions on Instagram and YouTube and we're here to answer them for you. So I thought to do this video a little bit different. I would do some of the questions you guys asked in like newlywed game kind of style, and the rest I have written down in my phone for how we're going to, or the ones that we're going to actually answer and actually talk about. Right. So the ones that I want to do newlywed style, I've written down on cards, and we each have secretly written down our answers. What? I'm trying to cheat.
I didn't write them on all of them. Just the ones I needed help with.
What do you mean?
I didn't write my answers on
You're
them.
supposed to. We're supposed to share the answer at the same time.
Oh, I didn't do that.
We'll be right back. This is why men should follow directions.
Well,
if you had followed directions from the beginning, we'd be ready to go right now.
I don't need help for all of them.
Are you ready now? You gotta follow directions, honey. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start now, finally. The first question is, who hogs the covers?
So how do we do it? You probably can't see it on me.
I don't know if you guys can see that.
I think Anna hogs the covers because in the mornings when I wake up, the sheet is off me and the cover is halfway on me.
Guys, in the middle of the night sometimes he holds onto the blanket and he turns and the whole blanket just goes away. You hog the covers. The next question is, what is Brian's favorite movie? So my answer, I'm just pulling this out of thin air. Saving Private Ryan.
Full Metal Jacket. Of course I like a military movie, but I've always liked this movie since I was little, and
I've never
my
even
dad
seen
and
it.
I used to watch it all the time.
I said Saving Private Ryan. I've never seen this movie either, but I knew it was going to be a military movie, and that's the only one I could think of.
I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
He's going to get this wrong. But the next one is, what's my favorite movie? Go ahead. Before we chose this, earlier when we were doing these cards, he Googled the word movies.
Well, you get
to try to find.
I'm not a big movie or.
Yeah, if you type in the word movies into Google, you know how many movies come up? But anyway.
Not when you search 1990 or 2000 movies.
Oh.
So 1990 Pretty Woman.
That's no. What movie do I watch all the time?
I don't know.
Pearl Harbor.
I've never seen you watch that.
Pearl Harbor with Rafe in it. Our son is Rafe.
Oh, you watch this one quite often.
It's true. I do watch a lot of movies over and over just to have like background noise, but I thought he'd get that one because our son is literally the name of the character in the movie. The next one is, who made the first move?
I guess me. I don't know. I don't remember that, but that's kind of what she said. But I don't remember.
Don't act so repulsed by me. You totally made the first move. The next one is, what is your favorite meal that I cook for you? She doesn't cook often, but when she does crock pot meals, I put nothing.
Yeah, she doesn't really cook a whole lot.
Okay, this is a no-brainer, but the next question is, who's the spender and who's the saver?
That's easy.
I'm the spender, he's the saver. The next one is hopefully not going to cause an argument, but it's who starts the fights. I put neither. They happen naturally.
I put me when I irritate her. So I like to think I'm funny, and I do some odd things at times, but I think it irritates her, and I just keep going.
The next question is, was it love at first sight?
I think for me it might have been, but as far as her, I don't think so.
I said no for me. I don't know if I believe in love at first sight. It's kind of hard to tell. I think it's more like a lust at first sight versus like love. The last one, you better answer correctly because you know the answer to this one. And it's, who complains more?
Anna.
Do not. You complain all the time.
I do complain, but she likes to complain when I have to do chores and she wants to go out and spend money.
Okay, I'm gonna hop over to Instagram really quick for a few of the basic questions that literally everyone asks, like the main questions. So let's see here. Okay, the most asked question of Instagram, of DMs, of YouTube is how did we meet? And since Brian likes telling the story and embellishing everything, I will let him tell you right now.
All right, so in 2012, I believe it was, a few of us awesome pilots were at the beach in Destin, and we were just hanging out having a few cocktails during the day on the weekend off that we had. And a couple girls come strolling up and walk past us, and they're kind of giggly. You know, they're young at the time, we're kind of older, and a couple minutes later they walk back by and kind of giggly, and Anna, or they happen to stop, and Anna, you know, some of the other guys started talking to them, and then Anna looks at me and she was like, "You have the most gorgeous ice blue eyes I've ever seen." And then from there we talked a little bit, and then funny thing is that she was with a friend at Fort Rucker and at the gym working out, and I ran into her, and then from there we exchanged numbers.
And he never left me alone. Here we are. And it wasn't quite that exciting at the beach. I was not all over him. He just had one too many. The next question is, how long before we got married after we met? It was about a year, I think.
Do what?
How long after we met did we get married? I think it was like the same month the next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whirlwind romance. Oh, the next one is, did you know on our first date that we would be getting married?
No.
No. No. Okay, the next question is, how do we divide household duties, like household chores?
Oof. It's kind of hard to explain because I do a lot of the chores.
I take care of the twins most of the time though, except for overnight. He does help me when he's home. Even if he has to work, he still gets up for the feedings to help me.
Yeah.
Which is, that's all I could literally ask for because it's very helpful.
Depending on how much I fly, but
yeah, but he does do the laundry, the trash. Basically, he does everything outside and most of the inside, and I help with the dishes sometimes.
yeah, I do lawn care, snow care, vehicle washing usually in the summertime.
I use the car wash.
Well, you have to clean the inside out too.
Oh yeah.
What else do I do? Inside I do laundry. I usually clean and pick up the house quite a bit. You do every once in a while, but I like the deep clean.
I clean if I'm filming it for YouTube. Where do you see your family in 5 years? Now, if I'm answering this, I see us in a different home, like in our like forever home. I see that I'm definitely back to work, like many years already back to work. And we'll have all kids in school. And I mean, yeah, I think the major things is moving, me being back to work, you still being in the military and still flying for Lifeline. Maybe still on YouTube too, depending on how it goes.
Yeah.
The next question is, what are our professions? So I am now a stay-at-home mom. I wasn't up until I had the twins, and now I'm a stay-at-home mom.
And I'm a EMS pilot, helicopter pilot, and a military pilot.
Yes, and a royal pain in my. The next question is, how do you handle being apart for a year-long deployment? And obviously I'm going to answer for myself. And a year-long deployment is really, really tough, but you kind of have to take it in milestones. So like the holidays, for instance, is a really good milestone, even though it's the worst time of year to be without your spouse, in my opinion. It's the most apparent time that he's not here. You have to just kind of do it in milestones. You have to plan things and look forward to each thing that you're planning, because that's what gets you through. I mean, you're going to cry. It's going to be hard. It's going to feel like some weeks drag on. But once you reach like the halfway point, I feel like you're already in a routine, and then it just kind of like goes from there. And then the month before they come home, time literally stops. But
yeah,
how is it for you?
I guess even though I've deployed so many times that it's still hard. The first, especially with what I do now, normally we leave and we fly ourselves out, and those first right before we leave or fly out to our mob station, wherever it is, Fort Hood or wherever, we the first 3 days or so, or week is the hardest for me, and then I don't know, I guess we stay so busy that it kind of keeps our mind off of it. But usually everyone has time, plenty of time to talk to their family and kids and stuff like that. But
yeah. Favorite qualities about each other? You can start.
I'll go first. All right. First of all, she loves me unconditionally. Because,
wait, what?
Yeah.
Your favorite quality about me is that I love you?
Yeah. Of course. So no matter how stupid I am or the dumb things that I do, she still loves me. She's attractive, and I don't know. She's really smart too. Sometimes she gives good advice. Not all the time.
Okay then. That's so awkward. My favorite qualities about Brian is that he will do anything for our children, because you would. Even though I don't like it sometimes and I think they don't deserve it, he will go out of his way to do whatever. He's very family oriented. Like, that's the one thing that is so attractive. Like, he's so Mr. Mom sometimes. And he has a dad bod. That's attractive to me. No, do you want to see it? Yeah, go ahead, Brian. And then I also like that he works so hard. Like, he likes what he does, so he works hard so that I can go to Target and spend money. I mean, that's just, I love it. The next question is kind of like, I hope it doesn't start an argument, but it's what is the most annoying qualities in each other? And he's already talked about this, but he's very irritating and he knows how to push my buttons. And sometimes I just want to like throat punch him because he knows he's aggravating me and he will not stop. That's the only thing that really truly annoys me, is that he tries to annoy me on purpose.
Yeah. She's a little bit high strung. I'm more a relaxed type of person, so
yeah, that's true.
That gets me kind of annoyed, but at times. And it takes her forever and ever to get ready. Like today for this video, it probably took her an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Okay, I'm spray tan. I can have
asleep.
a white face and a dark neck. They would be like, what's wrong with your neck?
Well, you don't need a spray tan.
I'm fluorescent. The next question is, this is a good one. When Anna said she wanted to do YouTube, what was your initial thought or thoughts? I'm sure there were many.
I guess I didn't really know anything about it, but I was supportive of it, I guess.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of time, especially when she was working, doing her full-time job and then coming home and weekends and stuff. This takes a lot of time.
Yeah, I agree.
Editing
it does.
videos.
The next question is, do we have any plan to renew our wedding vows?
You can take this one.
I do want to renew our vows in Vegas. One of his pilot friends just did it with his wife and we saw it like live, and I thought it was just so fun, like not so serious. So I would love to renew them in Vegas sometimes, probably for our 10 years. We've been married now for 5.
Yeah,
There's a baby
you
awake.
can get married with Elvis.
Yeah, we've been married for
Oh,
almost 6 years now. Okay, last question because babies are waking up. The last question is, did the stress of infertility ever make you guys want to separate? No.
No.
Yeah, me neither. I think that
I would say she was getting a little stressed out, mostly during when she was doing the, what do you call those?
the IUIs.
IUIs, and it wasn't working out.
Yeah,
So.
the IUIs, I would, if I could go back, I would just skip them altogether if I hadn't like had more knowledge about them. And yeah, the whole process is very stressful, but you cannot let it ruin your marriage. You have to remember why you're doing it. Like, you're doing it to have a child and create a life with your spouse. So definitely don't let the stress like let you separate. But yeah, we never got to that point that it was just that we ever wanted to separate or anything. So that's going to be all for this video. We have twins waking up right now. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Deuces.
That.